Hello grade 8 learners, this is Sir Marvin and welcome to English Time, and today we will be talking about how to use appropriate grammatical signals or expressions suitable to each pattern of idea. And today we will be focusing on the use of claim and counterclaim patterns. Okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's go! Welcome to English 8. This is Sir Marvin, and today we will be talking about how to use appropriate grammatical signals or expressions suitable to each pattern of idea development. Today we will be focusing on the pattern claim and counterclaim. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this lesson as we go with this topic, claim and counterclaim. But before we begin with the discussion, let's have first the pretest. Directions. Read the sentences carefully and answer the following questions. Choose the letter of the correct answer in each number. Number 1. This pattern refers to the structure of an argument in which more than one side to a debate is being presented. A. General to particular. B. Problem, solution. C. Claim and counterclaim. Write your answer. Okay, let's proceed with the next one. Number 2. This is the main argument in a statement. A. Claim. B. Counterclaim. C. General. Or D. Particular. Good, let's proceed with number 3. This is the opposite of the claim, which expresses the person who disagrees. This is the opposite of the claim. A. Claim. B. Counterclaim. C. General. Or D. Particular. Write your answer. Let's proceed with number 4. These are the words that help sentences flow from one thought or idea to another. Let's have the choices. A. Nouns. B. Transitional devices. C. Parts of speech. Or D. Jargons. Choose your answer. And for the last one, number 5. It is used to introduce the second of two contrasting points, facts, or ways of looking at something. Let's have the choices. A. Nevertheless. B. On the other hand. C. However. Or D. But. Choose your answer. Finished? Good job. Let's proceed with this next slide. Let's proceed with this one. A claim-counterclaim pattern or claim and counterclaim pattern refers to the structure of an argument in which more than one side of a debate is being presented. It is very common in academic writing. Remember this is used in academic writing. This lesson will help you to organize information effectively in a claim-counterclaim pattern by using the proper use of transition words or the cohesive devices that I have recently taught you in constructing sentences or paragraphs. Okay? So let's proceed with the lesson objectives. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to A. Differentiate claim and counterclaim. B. React to a given statement to deliver claim or counterclaim. Let's proceed. Remember, studying claim and counterclaim transition words in writing can improve students' opinion or judgment. This is very important topic, so I hope that you'll focus and I hope that you'll be participative today. Let's go. Again, a claim is the main argument, while a counterclaim is the opposite of the claim or argument. A counterclaim expresses the view of a person who disagrees. A claim is a statement that can be argued or proven with evidence. Remember that when you want to make a stronger claim, make sure that it is provided with evidence. If it is not provided with evidence, therefore, it can be classified as opinion. Now let's compare these two sentences. Number 1. Students who play sports in high school are more likely to attend college. Number 2. Motorcyclists should be required by law to wear helmets. Which sentence that is presented to you is more stronger? Choose now. Correct. The answer is Sentence number 2. Remember that a claim is not an obvious statement. For example, humans need oxygen to breathe. That is an obvious statement. Everybody knows it. It means that this statement is not a claim. It's not strong. So what are we going to do? We should provide with evidence and or make it more stronger via the use of some words. Another thing to remember is that a claim is not a personal opinion. Let's have this example. A pepperoni pizza is better than sausage pizza. In this sentence, we are expressing our opinion. Okay? For us, pepperoni is better than pizza. It's just an opinion. It's not presented with facts or evidence. It means that is just a matter of opinion. Remember that a strong claim is specific. It means it has a strong point or specific point. Let's have this example. Also, you need to remember that when you give general claims, you are making your job more difficult. It means if we present general claims, we are not being specific. Now, it's time for you to tell me whether the following sentences is a good claim or not. Let's begin with sentence number 1. Now it's time for you to tell me if these sentences are good claim or not. Let's begin with sentence number 1. If cyclists want to share the road with cars, they need to ride faster. Is this a good claim or not? Correct. This is not a good claim because this is an opinion. Next, let's proceed with the second sentence. Hamsters are better than cats. Is this a good claim or not? Correct. This is not a good claim because this is still an opinion. Aside from that, this is a general statement. Now, let's proceed with sentence number 3. In order for teens to get maximum amount of sleep needed, schools need to start at 9:30 a.m. rather than 7:40 a.m. Is this statement a good claim or not? Correct. This is a good claim. Correct. This is a specific statement. Therefore, this is a good claim. It's used a specific evidence that can also help us to prove that our statement is a strong claim, okay, or our statement is with good claim. So remember that a claim is something or a statement that is arguable and is proven by evidences.
Let's know more. Claim and counterclaim have transition words that are used for them to be expressed or to be addressed. However, it is usually used at the beginning of a contrasting statement. This is always followed by a comma. Example, my friends invite me to a birthday party tonight. However, I already made other plans. In this sentence, we have the word however that is followed by a comma. The function of this word is to get a counterclaim. When we say counterclaim, correct, it's a disagreement. Okay, so in this sentence, my friends invited me to a birthday party is our claim. Now, the counterclaim is I already made other plans. The counterclaim expresses the opposite of the idea presented in the first sentence, that she or he was invited by his friends to a birthday party, which is our claim. Correct. Let's proceed with the next one. Number 2, we have on the other hand. On the other hand is a cohesive device or transition word that is used to introduce the second of two contrasting points, facts, or ways of looking at something. Let's have this example. This house is quite expensive for her. On the other hand, it would be a good investment for the future. This is used with on the other hand. This statement has a claim. Where is the claim? Correct. This house is quite expensive for her. Where is the counterclaim? Correct. It would be a good investment for the future. This sentence, the first one, is obviously a negative sentence. Okay? But we need to counterclaim for us to prove something or to oppose the idea of something. Or particularly in this example, we need to oppose the idea of this sentence. This house is quite expensive for her. So we added the word or the transition word or expressions on the other hand. And of course, for us to be able to oppose this idea, because we are going to oppose this idea, we will be using the word or the expression rather on the other hand. It would be a great investment for the future is our counterclaim, and we are helped by this highlighted word or bolded word or expressions on the other hand for us to be able to oppose the idea of the first sentence. Again, in this example, this is our claim and this is our counter claim. And what is the used word or the cohesive device used or transition words? Correct. On the other hand. Very good. Next, let's proceed with the word but. But is used to connect two statements that contrast and contradict each other in some way. Let's have the example. She studied for the test, but I don't think she did well. The positive claim or the claim is she studied for the test, while the counterclaim is I don't think she did well. We opposed the idea of the first sentence by using the word but. So but as a conjunction is used here for us to be able to oppose the idea of two independent clauses or two sentences. This is the claim and this is the counterclaim. Let's proceed with the next one. In contrast. In contrast is used to compare the differences between two similar things. When we say we compare, we are just getting the similarities of two things being compared. Okay, so let's proceed with the example. Example: the statistics illustrate a low overall result. In contrast, the figure shows a good completeness. Here we have the claim, the statistics illustrate a low overall result. We use the word in contrast to oppose the idea of the first sentence. The idea in the sentence 2 is against the idea of the sentence 1. That's why this is counterclaim. Sentence 2 is counterclaim, while sentence 1 is the claim. We use the word in contrast for us to be able to oppose the idea. Now let's proceed with number 5, the last word that you will learn today. Nevertheless. How do we use nevertheless? Nevertheless is used to add surprising information or something in contrast to what was already said or written. Let's have the example of this. Dr. Reyes stopped working as a doctor in 2000. Nevertheless, she was still active in medical research until her death. Our claim is this. Our counterclaim is the second sentence. We use nevertheless to oppose the sentence. The idea in sentence 1 is Dr. Reyes stopped working as a doctor. But surprisingly, because we use the word nevertheless, another idea was added that is opposing the idea of the first one, that she was still active in medical research until her death. So although she stopped working as a doctor, she still was active as a doctor in the medical research until her death. So we oppose the idea. Okay, so let's have it again labeled. Okay, let's have it labeled again properly because this is kind of messy. All right, so again, what is the claim in this sentence? Correct, this is the claim, transitional word used, nevertheless, counterclaim. Correct, she was still active in medical research. Okay, so let's proceed. Practice time. Complete the statement below by using the transition word inside the parentheses to make claim counterclaim pattern. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1. No one should pay for medical care. Use the word however. Number 2. Children learn when they feel comfortable. Use the word but. Do you follow? Let's proceed with the next one. Number 3 and 4. The best way to lose weight is through a controlled diet and a good exercise program. Use the word on the other hand. And number 4, the city council is going to build a new parking. However, is going to be the word to be used. Number 5, it is very expensive to renovate our house. Use the word nevertheless. You're going to complete these statements by using the words that I have labeled. Okay, it's practice time. Directions. Put a check if the statement shows the importance of learning claim and counterclaim transition words in writing, and a cross mark if not. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. Number 1, to organize the thoughts in constructing paragraph. Number 2, to know how to use the claim, counterclaim, transition words in writing. Number 3, to develop critical thinking of the students. Number 4, to make confusion to the readers. And number 5, to make sure that sentence flow is smooth to help connect thoughts or ideas. And now, let's have this. Directions. React to the given statement or issue. Write 5 sentences to 10 sentences using the claim and counterclaim pattern. Make sure to use transition words. Be guided with the rubric on the next page. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Pinoy Big Brother teen housemates on the issue of Majoha. So I believe that you are all on social media platforms, and I believe that you know this one. Okay, I hope you can write 10 sentences or 5 to 10 sentences for you to express yourself using the claim counterclaim patterns with transition words you learned today. This is our scoring rubric. Take a time to take a screenshot. Thank you for being with me today, and I hope to see you next week for our next episode. Again, this is Sir Marvin, and this is English Time.